For centuries, the legend of Atlantis has fascinated historians, scholars, and mystics alike. Could it be that this lost civilization was more than just a myth? Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, claimed to have seen visions of Atlantis through his psychic readings. According to him, Atlantis was a highly advanced civilization that fell due to corruption and the misuse of power. Cayce's visions revealed a tragic truth. Atlantis was not just a land of wisdom, but a land divided. There were two factions: the sons of the Law of One, who followed the universal truth of balance and harmony. The other one waste sons of Belial, who sought power, control, and dominance. The sons of Belial exploited the Firestone's energy. They pushed its limits, seeking more power, more control. And in doing so, they disrupted the delicate balance of the Earth's forces. Tremors shook the land. Volcanoes erupted. The skies darkened. The continent itself began to split. Cayce's descriptions align with myths and legends from cultures across the world. Are these stories just coincidences, or do they point to a real, forgotten past? Plato's Atlantis. The earliest known written account of Atlantis comes from the Greek philosopher Plato, more than 2,000 years ago. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Creusa, Plato describes a mighty island civilization that flourished thousands of years before his time. Atlantis was technologically advanced, powerful, and wealthy, but over time, greed and arrogance corrupted its people. As punishment, the gods sent earthquakes and floods that swallowed the island whole, erasing it from history. Cayce's readings mirror Plato's account, describing Atlantis as an advanced society that collapsed due to its own hubris and misuse of technology. The Great Flood across civilizations. Cayce spoke of catastrophic floods that led to the sinking of Atlantis. Interestingly, similar stories appear in myths across the world. The biblical flood tells of Noah, who survived a divine deluge meant to cleanse the earth of corruption. The Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh describes Utnapishtim, who was warned of a flood and built an ark to survive. Hindu scriptures tell of Manu, who was saved by the god Vishnu and tasked with restarting civilization. The Mayan and Aztec legends speak of a great flood that wiped out previous civilizations. These stories bear an uncanny resemblance to Cayce's vision of Atlantis being destroyed by floods and earthquakes. Lemuria, the predecessor of Atlantis? Before Atlantis, there was another lost civilization, Lemuria, or Mu. According to Cayce, Lemuria was an ancient land of spiritually advanced beings. However, it was eventually destroyed by volcanic eruptions, forcing survivors to migrate to Atlantis, Egypt, and the Americas. Hindu, Polynesian, and Buddhist traditions all speak of a lost land in the Pacific, home to an enlightened race that vanished beneath the waves. The Egyptian connection, the Hall of Records. Cayce predicted that the survivors of Atlantis carried their knowledge to Egypt and helped construct the Great Pyramid. He also claimed that a hidden hall of records containing Atlantean secrets is buried beneath the Sphinx's paw. Ancient Egyptian myths, Egyptian legends tell of Thoth, the god of wisdom, who preserved sacred knowledge beneath the Sphinx. Could this be the same knowledge Cayce spoke of? The Hindu connection about the Vimanas and advanced technology. Cayce described Atlanteans using flying machines and powerful energy sources. Hindu epics like the Mahabharata and Ramayana describe Vimanas, flying chariots used by gods and warriors. Weapons of mass destruction, descriptions of explosions resembling modern nuclear warfare. Could these be remnants of Atlantean technology passed down through myths? Speaking of the moral and technological corruption of Atlantis, according to Cayce, Atlantis was divided into two factions. The Sons of the Law of One, a spiritually enlightened group that used technology responsibly. The Sons of Belial, a power-hungry faction that misused science and enslaved others. So, what went wrong? The Sons of Belial overused their crystal energy to OE stone, leading to environmental disasters. Also, experimented with genetic engineering, creating human-animal hybrids. The wars escalated, causing massive earthquakes and floods. For historical parallels, we could find the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible due to sin and immorality. The collapse of the Mayan civilization, attributed to corruption and societal decay. And the Mahabharata's ancient war, which speaks of devastating energy weapons. The final destruction, Atlantis sinks forever. Cayce claimed that Atlantis did not disappear in one night, but through 3 major cataclysms, with the final sinking around about 12,000 years ago. For the last catastrophe, the unstable energy technology triggered volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Eventually, the last Atlantean cities were wiped out by tsunamis. The survivors fled to Egypt, Central America, and other regions. Atlantis was a lost warning for our future. Many of today's technologies, including AI, nuclear energy, and genetic engineering, mirror Atlantis' past mistakes. What do you think? Was Atlantis real, or is it just a myth?
Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Share it, because some stories are meant to be discovered together. And stay curious. I'll see you in the next chapter.